Please subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell icon. In this video, I will talk about various categories of software besides open source and free software. Proprietary software. Proprietary software is another name for non-free software. Proprietary software is owned by an individual or a company, usually the one that developed it. There are almost always major restrictions on its use, and its source code is kept secret because this is the company's competitive edge over others in the industry. Here, computer software is licensed under the exclusive legal right of the copyright holder. This refers to any computer software that has restrictions on any combination of the usage, modification, copying, or distributing modified versions of the software. Proprietary software is usually called closed-source software. The Free Software Foundation follows the rule that we cannot install any proprietary program on our computers except temporarily for the specific purpose of writing a free replacement for that very program. Aside from that, the Free Software Foundation feels there is no possible excuse for installing a proprietary program. Examples of proprietary software include Microsoft Windows, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Dreamweaver, Adobe Premiere, Microsoft Office Package, macOS, etc. The next is public domain software. Public domain software is software that has been placed in the public domain and has no legal, copyright, or editing restrictions associated with it. There is absolutely no ownership such as copyright, trademark, or patent. It is free and open source software that can be publicly modified, distributed, or sold without any restrictions. Public domain software has no ownership and is available for use, modification, and commercialization by anyone. Typically, public domain software is intentionally or voluntarily uncopyrighted, unpatented, and is unrestricted by its developer/author. Although there are no licensing requirements with public domain software, the unlicensed and Creative Commons license is based on a similar approach. SQLite, I2P, BLAST, CERN, HTTPD are popular examples of public domain software. Another one is copylefted software. Copyleft is the idea and the specific stipulation when distributing software that the user will be able to copy it freely, examine and modify the source code, and redistribute the software to others as long as the redistributed software is also passed along with the copyleft stipulation. Copyleft is a general method for making a program free, and requiring all modified and extended versions of the program to be free as well. Copyleft says that anyone who redistributes the software, with or without changes, must pass along the freedom to further copy and change it. Copyleft guarantees that every user has freedom. The term was originated by Richard Stallman and the Free Software Foundation. Copyleft favors the software users' rights and convenience over the commercial interests of the software makers. It also reflects the belief that freer redistribution and modification of software would encourage users to make improvements to it. If I developed an application named My App and distributed it under a copyleft license, you would have the freedom to use and modify it. You could distribute versions with your changes, but you'd have to give your users the same freedoms I gave you. Copyleft licenses include the GNU General Public License, the GNU Library General Public License, the GNU Lesser General Public License, the Ofero General Public License, the Mozilla Public License, the Common Development and Distribution License, the Eclipse Public License, and all Creative Commons share-alike licenses. Software under those licenses is copylefted software. Similarly, the next type is non-copylefted free software. Non-copylefted free software comes from the author with permission to redistribute and modify, and also to add additional restrictions to it. If a program is free but not copylefted, then some copies or modified versions may not be free at all. A software company can compile the program, with or without modifications, and distribute the executable file as a proprietary software product. Another type of software is freeware. The term freeware has no clear accepted definition, but it is commonly used for software packages, which permit redistribution but not modification and their source code is not available. These packages are not free software, so we can't use freeware to refer to free software. TeamViewer, Skype, Windows Messenger, Telegram, DAZ Studio, MacTracker, etc. are some freewares. Similarly, The next category is shareware. Shareware is proprietary software that is distributed free to users, eventually either requiring or encouraging users to pay for the continued support of the software. Shareware is distributed free on a trial basis with the understanding that the user may need or want to pay for it later. Some software developers offer a shareware version of their program with a built-in expiration date. For example, after 30 days, the user can no longer get access to the program. Other shareware is offered with certain capabilities disabled as an enticement to buy the complete version of the program. Shareware sometimes may offer the full package for a limited time or might even be fully functional and backed solely by voluntary donations. Shareware is software which comes with permission for people to redistribute copies, but says that anyone who continues to use a copy is required to pay a license fee. Shareware is not free software or even semi-free. There are two reasons it is not. For most shareware, source code is not available, thus, you cannot modify the program at all. Shareware does not come with permission to make a copy and install it without paying a license fee, not even for individuals engaging in non-profit activity. Shareware is popular with gamers, as it gives them a chance to try a new game on a limited basis before purchasing the full version. Shareware is often confused with freeware, but they have two distinctly different purposes. Freeware is copyrighted software that is available at no cost for unlimited usage. The developer retains all rights to the program and controls distribution. Users can sometimes purchase additional services. One good example is introductory antivirus software that protects your computer at no cost but also offers premium packages with more sophisticated protection. With shareware, users are encouraged to share the limited version of the software to promote larger distribution and sales. Shareware is not related to open source software. Open source software is designed to allow collaborative effort between developers studying the code. Freeware and shareware do not allow you to make changes to the programs. Camtasia Studio, the No Numbers, 3D World Map, Shepherd Software, WinZip, Spyware Doctor with antivirus, Wondershare YouTube Downloader etc. are some examples of shareware. The next type of software is private software. Private or also called custom software is a software developed for one user, typically an organization or company. That user keeps it and uses it, and does not release it to the public either as source code or as binaries. A private program is free software if its sole user has full freedoms. In particular, if the user has full rights to the private program, the program is free. However, if the user distributes copies to others and does not provide the full freedoms with those copies are not free software. School management software for a school, financial management system for a bank etc. are examples of private software. And the final one in this list is commercial software. Commercial software is computer software that is produced for sale or that serves commercial purposes. Commercial software can be proprietary software or free and open source software. Commercial and proprietary are not the same. Commercial software is a software developed by a business as part of its business. Most commercial software is proprietary, but the commercial yet free software is also available, and so does non-commercial non-free software. Microsoft products such as the Windows operating system and MS Office are some of the most well-known examples of commercial software. SAP, Oracle are some expensive commercial software.